What is up? We're back and we're here to talk about the SAG nominations. No, not the joke nominations. I mean the Golden Globes. I mean the joke nominations. Not those. These are real, legit things. But we're gonna get into it. Let's talk about Nick. What were some of your surprises from the noms? Something you didn't see happening.
From SAGs only. We're only considering
Yeah.
we're only indulging the SAGs. Surprises. Let's see. Um, just going through them here. Jared Leto got a second nomination because the Globes were yesterday like back-to-back nominations for The Little Things, which still can't compute in my head. I'm not saying it was a bad performance per se, but just the fact that the movie literally came out this week that I was like, I didn't realize like, I don't know, everyone, it just gained traction so much faster. I was, I personally like the Globes. I was like, all right, like the Globes already, the Globes nominations were already like a wacky move. I was like, okay, like I'll roll with it. But then he got a nomination here again. So I don't know. I was just for a film that was just released so recently, I did not expect it.
And
I
a
don't think
film,
what's the
a film that hasn't been well received.
yeah, it's just like, well, speaking of films that have not well received, Hillbilly Elegy got away with two nominations, which I was not expecting either. Like I haven't seen it, but like I
Um,
like, and I know
so
like Glenn Close and Amy Adams, like, and I know Close was nominated at the Globes, and so I guess like that going on that train, but like Amy Adams, and like I love Amy Adams, she's my favorite actress, but I was just also like, from my understanding of the performances, they were like just over the top. I don't know. Like
they were.
I was not expecting them to be nominated. Like I was just not.
So I saw Hillbilly Elegy, and
Mm,
that's about as nice as I can be about it.
all right.
I'm trying to be nice because I like Glenn Close as an actress, and I
Mm,
like Amy Adams as an actress, and I like Ron Howard as a director. But the movie just doesn't work structurally.
were their performances bad? As someone who saw it, were they
No,
okay?
no, they weren't bad, but there wasn't enough substance to them. I mean,
Fair
it's
enough.
just like there wasn't enough development of character. The narrative didn't make you feel for the character.
Mhm.
It's something that an actor can't overcome.
Right.
It's just not, the structure of the script didn't work.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Um, so it was
Yeah.
doomed before they even performed, to be
Right.
perfectly honest.
Yeah. So Jared Leto, Hillbilly Elegy in the movie categories were my big surprise. I was not expecting them at all. Um, Also like Daveed Diggs and Hamilton. Like I love Hamilton. Like it's one of my favorite musicals, but like I just don't I don't consider it a film, which is why it's present at the Golden Globes as well. Was kind of like confusing. I don't know. That's kind of my main surprises. Is there anything? Oh, unfortunately the gentleman didn't get our we both hoped it would get a cast recognition. It did not, but it is what it is. I personally would have put it over. I don't even know. It's a kind of a tough category, admittedly, but gentleman did not get nominated, unfortunately. So those are
Right.
my surprises. What about you? Anything that stood
I
out?
mean, yeah, it's tough for the gentleman. I haven't seen Minari,
Yeah.
but like I don't disagree with The Five Bloods, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom,
One
One
night.
Night in Miami, or Trial, even though Trial's the movie that's fallen off a lot for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't like be like, no, that's a bad choice, because they're all great casts. So I'm
Right.
not mad at it, even though like The Gentleman is maybe my favorite cast. Just there's an energy
Yeah.
that I think is unmatched in
Mhm.
other casts.
Right.
But dude, I was happy compared to the Globes, man.
Oh,
I
for
mean,
sure.
Riz Ahmed, Chadwick, Gary Oldman for Mank. I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see it. But you know
Actually,
who I didn't see?
Lindo.
Yeah, yeah.
I was gonna.
He
That's what I was
wasn't in
reminded of.
supporting,
He
or
wasn't. He wasn't at Globes either.
I don't
So
know.
I don't know what's about to happen.
I don't get it. He's the best. I think a lot of people were Chadwick. Delroy Lindo delivered the best performance of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Riz Ahmed is close.
Mm-hmm.
Chadwick is close-ish. But I mean, like, not even to get a nomination. over Gary Oldman. I
I
mean, listen, Meg is fine, but what?
that was the other thing that like just clicked in my head too. Like it's one like it's the reverse Jared Leto. He missed out on the Globes and he missed out on SAG, which I felt like SAG, just because it's the actors themselves voting, it would have been a little more receptive. But like, yeah, I have no idea how this will influence. I guess the BAFTAs, like if the BAFTAs nominate Oldman, I'm gonna accept defeat on for Leno, just because like I don't know, maybe the Academy will throw it for a loop, but like the fact that he missed out on both really surprises me, because he was the front runner for like 6 months or something before Sound of Metal
How?
came out.
How?
Like I don't know what
How?
I don't
He's
where did
so
everyone
amazing.
forget?
I
Like
don't know if people
because
thought the movie came out last year, or like the screws loose, or like something's not working if you're not recognizing like where I need Spike to like go all out. Like everyone
for
needs
sure
to
Netflix
know
needs
what's
to
going
throw
on.
like look, Chadwick will carry himself. He has been already between the this Globes and the Independent Spirit Awards. Netflix needs to throw everything they can for like everything possibly behind Lindo, because like
Lindo,
he got that's twice. If the BAFTAs don't do anything, then I'm just gonna accept like it
he's
won't
not going
happen.
to get an Oscar nom. Yeah.
I mean, it's crazier things have happened, but it's also like to miss out on those are the big three essentially. Like it's I don't know, it's crazy.
If the best performance of the year, I mean, in my opinion, right? It's subjective. I understand if you say Chadwick or Riz Ahmed. I haven't seen The
Right.
Father yet.
Mhm.
I don't really understand Gary Oldman, but that's its own thing. I mean, I just don't know how. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get what people don't see in that performance. Are people confused? Do they like, well, I'm not sure if this is quite a leading role or a supporting role. Like, is that something that's hurting? I don't get
I
it.
I don't know. They nominated Sasha for Abby Hoffman pretty easily in both, and like that could have been that's another one that you could be like, is it supporting? Is it lead? Like I don't know. It's the only acting nomination from Blood outside of ensemble was Chadwick, which I mean I know we've discussed like that was a possibility, but just like really surprising. I don't know. Is it Gary Oldman and then Delroy Lindo are like I did not see that coming at all.
Yeah, I mean, moving on to another category, I think female actors so far, they've nailed it from what I've seen, except for Amy Adams. No
Mhm.
offense, Amy Adams, you're a great
Mhm.
actress. Not this movie's not your best performance.
Right.
Viola Davis, yes. Vanessa Kirby, yes. Pieces of a Woman, I think it's the first 30 minutes of it is an automatic nomination. I think it's that amazing of a
Right.
performance in the first 30 minutes.
Mhm.
Um, and I know Frances McDormand is probably amazing, and so is Carey
Very,
Mulligan, but I haven't been able to see either of those films.
I think Davis, McDormand, Mulligan, and Kirby are a lock for the Oscars, because I know
I do
Davis.
too.
Yeah, those. It'll be that last fifth spot that'll be like up in the air for X, Y, and Z. But I think those four for sure are a lock. So that's going to be really interesting to see. I think,
Yeah.
and another one too is like I think if anything, Maria Bakalova could secure a nom, because I've been hearing. I feel this is gonna be like when what's her name, Melissa McCarthy got a nomination for Bridesmaids way back when.
Mhm.
I think this could be like a similar like when a comedic performance gets nominated, because she was yeah, and she was at the Globes and she was here again. So I don't know, something's resonating, I think.
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, could she? Yes. Like, I wouldn't be mad.
Mhm.
I don't know. I'd have to think on that more. Because
Yeah,
it's a really good performance, and to act the
to
skill
keep
of
up with
acting and
Sasha.
staying in character.
Yeah, to keep up with Sasha takes
Yeah,
a
I
lot of
mean, that's
talent.
something like Borat, you could say is an Oscar nominated character in the first film, right?
Mhm.
Just
Right.
because of, as an actor, like the sheer effort to put into that performance to get such a result with such a commentary, it's all on the actors.
Right.
You know what I mean? Um, so I can see that.
I
But they
feel
put
like,
it in a
yeah. Oh, you
supporting
go.
role.
Sorry.
They put
Um,
it,
sorry. Yeah, I'm like, go. You go. You
yeah,
go.
Yeah, no, it's all good. So she got nominated in a supporting role.
Mhm.
So I mean, it could happen, man. Especially, I don't know how strong this year is going to be in supporting roles for female actors.
Yeah, that's from what I've been able to pinpoint between, again, Spirit and Globes and this. I think Yeon Yo Jung from Minari, Olivia Colman from The Father, stand the best chance of getting a supporting role. I also heard some chatter about Ellen Bernstein from Pieces of a Woman, but I haven't seen it, so I don't know. Maybe you'll feel strongly about it, maybe not.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think that would be a mistake.
Yeah, in that case, it's probably going to be Coleman and Yo Jung as the front runners for right now because they're the repeats.
Okay.
And then
Um,
yeah, and then in supporting actor, I think Sasha Kaluuya and Odom Jr. are locks for right now. I'm like up in the air about Boseman because he didn't secure a Globe nomination, but I could there's a strong chance still. So, but I think between Sasha Kaluuya and Leslie Odom Jr. Those are the locks.
yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see Judas and the Black Messiah, man. That the trailers have looked epic.
For sure.
Um, but yeah, I think Leslie Odom Jr. is a lock.
Yeah.
Chadwick, I really think he'll be a lock.
Mhm.
Remember, the Globes are a joke.
Yeah.
That's how we talk about them now. But Leslie Odom Jr. definitely. Sasha Baron Cohen. I don't know, man. I think it's a fun performance. I don't
I
like
think
like that's.
I think
Eh.
it has too much. I think it has too much momentum at this point that like it's. I think it's gonna happen unless like just something radically just like cuts them off at the knees. But I think there's too much momentum going behind this performance right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I think yeah, we're just gonna move on. There's some frustration here about some of the stuff that gets nominated, but
Yeah.
I get it. I just very strongly disagree.
Hmm.
Let's go into television.
Yeah.
Um, best on no, that's a boring category. I don't like ensembles in television. It's just like whatever. But outstanding male actors, pretty normal. Except I don't know. Have you seen Bridgerton?
I have not. From what Bridgerton's like in a weird state right now, just because like it's become the new like teen thirst show. So like
Hmm.
I don't know how much we should take it seriously. And I feel like partially they nominated what's his name, Regine Page, like as a popularity thing, like it was a stud
Yeah,
nomination. Um, I mean, I don't know, I don't know. It's whatever. I'm glad Bob Odenkirk got his Better Call Saul nomination though. The Emmys screwed him over, so I'm glad he's between the Globes and this. I'm hoping he walks away with something.
yeah. I'm really happy. I watched The Flight Attendant and I watched the pilot, and I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna like this show.
Mhm.
But my parents were like, my sister were like, let's watch one more, and I got into it. And Kaylee
Mhm.
Cuoco, I don't know how you pronounce her name exactly.
Mhm.
But she's great. She definitely deserves a nom.
Yeah, I'm really
Um,
happy for her.
yeah, I and then this this is the category. If I can find it, I think it's female actors in a television or limited series.
Yeah,
Is that the one that kills it in this?
yeah, that's a legitimate like Blanchett, Cole, Kidman, Taylor-Joy, and Washington.
Yeah, that's a great cat. I mean, that's can you imagine? I mean, it's obviously Anya Taylor Joy, right?
I don't know. I've heard a lot of things about Michaela Coel from I May Destroy You. Like I,
That's on my list of the next series to
I
watch.
feel like
Yeah.
if there's anyone here who could defeat Taylor-Joy, it's Coel. And from what I understand
Cool.
of I May Destroy You, there just might be more substance in the role in the story that they'll like yeah, like I know like for the longest time like Anya was the lock for just actress in a miniseries, but like if it's gonna be anyone else, it's gonna be Michaela Cole. And I think I don't know, we'll see. I haven't seen I May Destroy You, but I think I don't know. I think there's a lot that could oppose our chess master.
That's true. That's true. We should, I get really excited about this sort of stuff, but let's just talk about one thing: the boys.
Yeah,
They skipped The Boys. This is an amazing show with amazing commentary that I don't know if it doesn't get taken seriously because it's a
you got a stunt ensemble.
superhero show. Uh, yeah, I got stunt ensemble, but that's like, you know what I mean?
Who are you
Like,
hoping for to get
I
nominated?
think Tony Starr is deserving.
Mhm.
I think the way he plays that character is next level. Um, I guess more so season one than season two, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah,
But here's the thing: it's just frustrating because there's some sort of bias there, right?
yeah.
There's some sort of bias on the superhero genre, and it's really frustrating because I thought that was more of a movie thing than television, because television a lot of times rewards that sort of stuff, but not
Right.
in the case of The Boys.
No, I feel the same way. The Emmys have snubbed Doom Patrol twice now in all categories. Like it's I don't know. Like I think what was the one tweet I saw? It was like they were like the best thing about award seasons though are like it highlights the things that get recognized, but it also highlights the things that didn't, and that like in the
Right.
first way. So like in some ways, like the people saying like, oh, this should have been nominated, this should. It's like that's free press right there. So I have like for me, it's Doom Patrol that has been my like dark horse for the past 2 years now, and I also know a lot of people praise Tony Starr as well. So
Yeah. Yeah. Amazing.
mhm.
Um, so I think
do
we've kind of covered everything. Is there anything else you feel like we missed?
you want to go into any potential like Oscar? Like I know we talked about like what's a lock and whatnot, but do you want to talk about maybe like who you think final fives will be? Do you want to talk about who you personally want out of like I guess well you only really have to go on acting right now, but
Yeah. Yeah. We'll focus on acting.
mhm.
So just quickly going through my best actors. Delroy Lindo, Riz Ahmed, um, Hugh Jackman actually I think might make it as one of my favorite actors. Um, Chadwick, and
Mhm.
then the fifth spots. I'm waiting for the movie where the fifth spot's going to come.
Right. I know for me, it's in no particular order. It's going to be Bose. Um, and I included two performances here. I have three performances I haven't seen, but just going off the momentum. I have Bozeman from Ma Rainey, Ahmed Hopkins from The Father, Stephen Yeun from Minari, and then Lindo. I'm hoping pulls through. I think
Yeah,
in those five, I feel like it's really gonna come down to Bozeman and Ahmed. They have the most momentum at this point, even though I know like we've said like Lindo deserves it, but I think there's those two have been the lock in since like for the past three nomination announcements already.
yeah. I'll be curious when I see Judas and the Black Messiah, because I thought that was going to be the film where maybe oh my gosh, I'm blanking
Lakeith,
on his name.
Lakeith,
Hmm?
Lakeith.
Yeah, Lakeith Stanfield would get nominated. So I'll be curious when that film comes out to wider release if
Right,
things change closer to Oscar season.
right.
But otherwise, I'm trying to think. I think everything we kind of covered in at least giving who we thought should be nominated cover coming to Oscar
I'm
season.
yeah, I'm hoping. I know for me, I just want to put that out. For me personally, like I know this like argument may not be like the best one, but like I know personally, me, I would like to see Leslie Odom win for his performance, just because like I loved him in Hamilton. I think he does a great job as Sam Cooke. That's just like more of a personal thing than anything else.
Yeah,
And yeah, best act. You know, remember last year how it was like Joaquin Phoenix versus Adam Driver versus Antonio Banderas? Like that was like like a crazy like this year's
right.
best actress. Like this is an insane like just first the actors on their own being nominated and then for the roles they're nominated for. Like this is
Yeah.
I have to I can't wait for Promising Young and Nomadland to come out on streaming or whatever.
Right. Apparently, it's a race until you see Nomadland,
Interesting.
and then it's just Francis McDormand. From everything I've read, anyone who's seen Nomadland is like, this is the best performance.
Interesting. I guess. Well, I know Globes. I know I've like we don't take them seriously, but I know Globes is supposed to their ceremonies in 4 weeks, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, no, I'm really excited to see just the best actors category. This is a tough category this year for sure.
Yeah. But that wraps up our talk on the SAG nominations. Let us know who you thought got snubbed, who you thought deserved it, and you can roast the Golden Globes in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video, and we'll see you next time.
Peace out.